Hey, what's up guys? It's your boy Michael McBuckets back with another video, and before I get into the possible trade scenarios, I'm going to talk about three important figures which led up to this moment. The first one is James Harden. I love the guy, but he doesn't get along with his co-stars. He didn't get along with Dwight Howard, didn't get along with CP3, and now the star he was supposed to mesh the most with, Russell Westbrook, he doesn't want to play with James Harden anymore. And that leads to our second figure, Daryl Morey. Daryl Morey mortgaged our future, gave away all those picks in CP3 for Russell Westbrook. That trade is terrible. He mortgaged our future by trading away our only good young player, Clint Capella, for Robert Covington, which I'm not necessarily mad at that move in specific, but he got rid of all the centers. We played micro ball, which failed miserably in the playoffs because we only had one style of playing. That was ultra small. Obviously that didn't work. And that leads to our third important figure, which is Rafael Stone, which has got to build this team that Daryl Morey really destroyed. I'm sorry, Daryl Morey is beloved on Rockets Twitter. He really blew it here. And he left town because he knew he blew it, and Mike D'Antoni blew it too because they really only had one style of playing. They both left town. Rafael Stone hired Stephen Silas to replace Mike D'Antoni. Stephen Silas said they're going to play multiple different ways, not just one isolation heavy micro ball mess. They're going to have different actions. They're going to play in transition, which sounds fun. And now Rafael Stone has to trade Russell Westbrook. And I decided to, make Rafael Stone's job easier. I came up with 4 trade scenarios, and I'm just going to read them off to you and see what y'all think. The first one is Russell Westbrook to the Pistons for Blake Griffin and Luke Kennard. Honestly, I don't know what Russell Westbrook's value is. It might be more than this. We might get a future pick back also. But the main goal of trading Russell Westbrook should be to get James Harden, a second star. You're not going to compete in the West if you don't have a second star. I'm sorry, that's just how the league is set up now. And hopefully Blake Griffin could be that. I'm not sure how much faith I have in that. He is very injury prone. He regressed last season after having an all-star season and leading the Pistons to the playoffs before getting injured and only playing like one game in the first round. So I don't really like this idea, but it makes sense in the trade machine, and it might make sense in real life. I might be wrong. Our second trade is Russell Westbrook to the Indiana Pacers, where we get Oladipo and Miles Turner. This solves the problem of having a big, and it gives Harden a stretch big, a consistent one, not Ryan Anderson who can't defend it all. This guy can defend the rim, and he's not a great rebounder, but he's going to help because we were really bad at rebounding. And Oladipo has the upside. He didn't look the greatest in the bubble, but that's a possibility of having a second star. Our third trade is the New York Knicks, and this would be if we decided to go young. Russell Westbrook to the Knicks would happen because Russell Westbrook wants to be a floor general again. That's what he said. That was his request. He was tired of whatever role the Rockets built out for him, the co-star, mini small ball center. Like, there's some misconceptions. I mean, PJ Tucker guarded the centers, but on offense, Russell Westbrook was setting screens. He was doing short rolls and everything. Not so much in the playoffs, but in the regular season they were doing that. And on offense, he was essentially the center. Not gonna lie to you. So he'd rather just be a regular point guard again. I don't blame him there. And he could do that on the Knicks. Where the Rockets would benefit is we'd get younger, and we get a couple shooters. We get Bobby Portis and Wayne Ellington to play alongside James Harden. I mean, okay, they sound like rotation players to me, and RJ Barrett, who can hopefully blossom into being a second star. I really thought about putting the 8th pick in here, but then I thought, if you were the Rockets, who would you rather have? Would you rather have RJ Barrett or some guy you're going to pick with the 8th pick? And to me, I think RJ Barrett might have more potential than anyone you could pick at the 8th pick. That's just my opinion, so I would go with RJ Barrett. The 4th trade I have for you is Russell Westbrook to the Orlando Magic for Nikola Vucevic and Markelle Fultz. I love this trade for the Houston Rockets because Harden really hasn't played with a stretch big of Vucevic's caliber yet. All-star level, offensive threat, I love it. Markelle Fultz was once considered a lost cause, but in this trade, I think it's worth taking a chance on him. I also think the Orlando Magic benefit here. Russell Westbrook's going to go back to his floor general role and hopefully lead him to the playoffs. I think he could lead them further than Nikola Vucevic can. Not saying they're going to get past the first round still, but who knows? Anyways, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, leave a like. Also subscribe if you would like to see more videos like this. And let me know what team you want to see Russell Westbrook play for next year.